Hey, this is Todd Lohenry, and when I speak or teach about the topic of getting found on the internet, usually people say, great, I'm excited, where do I start? And my response is that the journey of 1,000 steps begins with a tool called RebelMouse. RebelMouse is an amazing tool that people can use to get started in blogging, and they can use it later even when they're able to afford a more sophisticated website. I want to walk you through RebelMouse and show you some of the reasons why I think that this is the place where most people should start. First and foremost, RebelMouse has a very nice infinite scroll Pinterest-like design. And you can actually change the appearance and make it look very different. But the most important part for me is the way that RebelMouse handles content. So when you create a RebelMouse site, you go in and you put in your Twitter feed, your Facebook profile or page, Instagram, Flickr, Google+, and if you want, stock twits or LinkedIn. You can dig a little bit deeper and go into content sources and take a look at this. You can set it up so that you can have RebelMouse automatically import hashtags like acceptance, daring greatly, loving kindness, so forth, whatever is important to you. And then you can say, okay, whatever whatever it is that I do, I want you to post it. I want you to publish it on this site. And it will automatically be transported from Twitter to RebelMouse. Likewise with a Facebook page or a Facebook search, which is relatively new. Also with Instagram, with your account or with a hashtag. And what this allows us to do when we're looking for hashtags, you can send it to drafts and then later on go and look through the drafts and post it to your blog if you would like. So to a certain extent, RebelMouse has the capability to act like Google Reader or Feedly and find good content for you. So you can add Google+, you can add a Google+ page, and the way that this is configured, anything that I publish to my Google+ profile automatically goes to RebelMouse. Same with a LinkedIn page, a Flickr page, a YouTube account, a Tumblr blog. I can add RSS feeds from websites. So anywhere where I can get an RSS feed, it can grab content for me and bring it in. And it even works with Pinterest. Okay? I can change the design and make it look a lot of different ways. And if I know CSS, I can even create a custom theme. I can pick a number of different layouts if I would like. Have lots of different options. Here's one of my favorite parts. I can actually go and on my business blog, I use RebelMouse in two different places. The number one place where I use it is to create a news magazine type page that I call my life stream. And you can see that I can flawlessly embed RebelMouse directly into my website simply by adding a small snippet of code. That's all that's behind RebelMouse on my website. Likewise, another thing that I can do is I can take RebelMouse and I can put it in the sidebar of my blog. So again, we see my live stream from my RebelMouse page in the sidebar of my blog, which to me is infinitely better than having a list of Twitter feeds. You with me on that? It's a very versatile tool. Okay, so I can set the theme. I can do all kinds of different things here. There are a couple of different goodies. These are just logos and follow buttons and so forth. I can connect this to MailChimp so that I can use MailChimp as an email tool. And MailChimp is the tool that I recommend anyway, so the fact that they're working together is very good. I can see the kind of engagement that I'm getting. This has generated for me 1.09 thousand engagements in the last 30 days. So I got to tweet that. Okay, so this is basically taking all the stuff that I share in social media and putting it back in one place. And that to me is very cool. When it comes to sharing, I can do something called shoutouts, where when I share someone's content, I can let them know. I can share a page. I can share a post. Okay. There's help and there's notification. And then up here, there is a bookmarklet that I can drag and drop. And let's say, for example, I find some good content. Then one of the things that I could do, if I'm traveling around the internet and I see some good content, I can just click this button that says RebelMouse Post. And RebelMouse is going to ask me which of these things I want to grab. And I can go in and change the title. Okay. And just like, in blog, I can share this to Facebook, Google+. I can add content like in a blog. And I can apply metadata or other media. This is actually more feature-rich than something like, like WordPress. Okay. So I published my story, and then if I go back to my live stream, it may not be there quite yet. No, there it is. Okay. So here's here's what I just sent to RebelMouse, and it's already there on my front page. Now, I apologize. I mean, if I haven't managed to convince you at this point that this is an amazing place to start, I don't know what will, but I want to show you one more thing, and that is in terms of the configuration. One of the things that I can do is I can use a custom domain. You pick the site to which you want to add a custom domain, and if you own a domain name, you can actually use this as your website to get started so that you have your own URL, like toddlohenry.com, that you can share with people. Okay? So you can map this, you can establish Google authorship, you can start to generate authority using RebelMouse. So to me, RebelMouse is an amazing combination of technologies that are easy to use, and they create a very professional looking site that you can use to get started and then use later on when you graduate to a bigger website. Do you have questions or feedback? Please contact me. I'd love to talk with you more about how to use RebelMouse for your thought leadership needs.